What is up, guys? It's Lathan Magana. I'm going to totally do something new that I haven't been doing in a while. I've been making a whole lot of YouTube videos for Madden, but I am going to start doing a daily player props videos, and I try to give you guys what I think are going to be the best bets of the day. I do all mine off of Underdog. I think it's the best player props betting app out there, so all of mine will be based upon Underdog, and then I'll, of course, show you their lines at the time. So, like when I'm recording this video at 2 o'clock in the afternoon on Wednesday, that's what the lines are at right now. But for starters, let's go ahead and do what I think is going to be the lock of the day, coming from the late game, Phoenix versus Utah. Right now, Underdog has Chris Paul at 15.5 rebounds and assists. I think that's an easy lock for sure. Chris Paul leads the league. Either him or I don't know. It kind of fluctuates between him and James Harden for the league leader in assists. They played Utah just the other day, and he had 9 rebounds and 14 assists. His last 3 games, it's 14 assists, 16 assists, 11 assists with a handful of rebounds in there. I think this is definitely the easy lock of the day. It is Wednesday, though, which means there's a whole lot of teams playing. I think there's 20 teams playing tonight, so there's 10 games. So I got a couple today, of course, because it's such a full slate of games that I think should be good ones you guys should go and take a look at. As far as I got an early game here, 2 from the early game, actually, from the Charlotte Hornets Indiana Pacers game. Terry Rozier over his 5 assists. A lot of people have been rocking with Terry Rozier of late, and it's been getting him a lot of money. His last 3 games, 9 assists, 7 assists, 6 assists. He's definitely been in that facilitator role just a little bit more recently, as well as Mason Plumlee over on his points and rebounds. He has been a rebounding machine. The Charlotte Hornets, aside from LaMelo Ball, Miles Bridges has his rebounding games as well, but no true big for the Charlotte Hornets, so Miles Plumlee ends up being that big man a lot, and he also is the recipient of a lot of LaMelo Ball easy layups and dunks. So his points and assists at the moment is set at 14.5. I think that's also an easy pick. And as well as Karis LeVert in this game. Karis LeVert is, when Malcolm Brogdon is not in, he is definitely their number one guy as far as facilitating and handling the ball. Charlotte's Hornets have one of the more struggling perimeter defenses in the NBA, and so I look for Karis LeVert as well as interior defense because, like I said, they don't have a real big inside in the presence inside. So look for Karis LeVert to hit his over on points, rebounds, and assists, which right now is set at 34.5. So look for Karis LeVert to be another lock for one of those early games. And 2 more overs I got for you guys. I'll just give you guys, just because it's such a big slate today, I'll give you a couple, a lot more than I probably normally would. You have to ride the Jokic train. Jokic, I have him set right now at 48.5. I think he started the day actually at like 45.5, so he's already gone up 3. Facing Brooklyn, this should by all means be a pretty close game, so look for Jokic to have a pretty big minutes limit today. I know he did just come off a back-to-back yesterday, but actually with back-to-backs, his 5 back-to-backs he's played this season, he's hit his over every single time. So Jokic will definitely still probably get his stats, even though he's coming off that back-to-back, which is sometimes scary. John Morant versus the San Antonio Spurs. Right now they have him at 44.5, which is kind of a lot you would think. But Ja, of late, has been just putting up 30 bombs like it's nothing. 35, 38, and 33 in his last 3 games as far as scoring-wise. So just the scoring points alone has almost been getting his PRA. And he gets a lot of assists in his games and sometimes snags a couple of rebounds. So those are my overlocks for the day. Now we'll go to my underlocks. And for the unders, like I was saying, I'll give you guys a handful of unders as well. I don't want to just do overs all the time. I think Darius Garland's under. Right now I have him at 35.5 points, rebounds, assists. They got a tough Milwaukee team today, and everybody's healthy as far as Chris Middleton, Giannis, Drew Holiday, so he's going to have a tough time trying to score any points as far as getting passes off, even for his high assist totals that he normally has. I think Garland, even though it's his birthday, there's a chance he could show out. I think Darius Garland's got a low chance of getting high in either his points or his assists. Cole Anthony against this Los Angeles Clippers team, another scrappy, tough perimeter defending team. I think Cole Anthony has been struggling of late to put up a whole lot of points. So they have his PRA right now at 26.5. I just think that's one that you could definitely take the chance on an under on. And then Julius Randle is my under of the day. Julius Randle has struggled very bad of late, especially scoring the ball. The only thing he's really had upside in is his assists and his rebounds. But like I said, I mean, he had just a couple games ago. He had 4 points. He struggles to score. He's struggling right now to score the basketball, and he's going to be largely matched up with Bam Adebayo, Jimmy Butler, PJ Tucker, guys that have with great defensive ability. So I don't see Randle being able to put up all that many points at all tonight, as well as getting even rebounds with Bam Adebayo and guys like that down in the paint. Cameron Johnson, they have him right now at 21 points and rebounds. Aside from one 20-point game recently, he just puts up an average, a couple of buckets a game, 2 or 3 threes here and there. Just grabs a handful of rebounds. Like I said, just aside from that last game, he hasn't hit his over anytime recently. So Cameron Johnson versus a talented Jazz team. And then CJ McCollum for his points and assists. I think this is one against Dallas. CJ's coming off a back-to-back. And yesterday, I watched actually that entire Blazers game. And CJ McCollum was like 5 for 16 from the field, 5 for 17 from the field last night. So look for McCollum. Already had a bad shooting night last night to come back and maybe have another bad shooting night again tonight off of a back-to-back. So those are my unders, and my under lock of the day being Julius Randle. This is going to be my 3 slip of the night. I like to do a 3 slip and a 5 slip, go for big money sometimes, and then just for a little bit less money. 3 slips oftentimes hit a lot more than 5 slips, obviously, too. So here's my 3 slip for the night, and then also my 5 slip for the night, which has features my 3 guys from my 3 slip, just adding a couple other players. But that's what I'm going to ride with tonight. Let's see how successful we are tomorrow morning.